Welcome back, familiar, to NorthsideLDN, and today we're getting news from Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal being in talks with Declan Rice, Timber, and Saka. We've got that and more coming up. Make sure you're liking and subscribing on your way in. Make sure you hit the bell notification every single time I go live. Big up to everyone that's locked in. But let's get straight into it. Looks like Arsenal are looking to be in talks to renew some more contracts. Obviously, we renewed the contracts of Gabriel, Saliba, Ethan, Dowman, and players like that. It looks like we're still trying to tie down some more players that have got two to 3 years left on their contracts and try to tie these players down to the club. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into the news that is coming out today about contract talks around Arsenal. It says the club's attention has turned to Bukayo Saka and Duran Timber since Saliba renewed his contract. Fabrizio offered an update on each of them in a recent video on his channel. Bukayo Saka revealed that the Gunners are making very good progress in talks with his entourage. There is mutual understanding between both parties. Therefore, the deal is moving in a positive direction. Conversations are also underway with Duran Timber's camp over a new contract. With Mikel Arteta being a big fan of the defender, the Gunners have been satisfied with his display so far, hence the contract talks, but they also believe he has a high ceiling. Talks are also progressing on that front. Romano then subsequently revealed that there are internal discussions over renewing Declan Rice's contract. It should be noted that the talks are currently about to be ongoing, but preparations are already taking place behind the scenes. As quoted in the video, he revealed nothing today, not tomorrow, but it's going to take time. But in Arsenal's plans, there is also an idea to offer a new contract to Declan Rice. So Arsenal want to discuss with Declan a new offer and a new deal. It's part of the plans. It's part of the conversation. So let us follow that situation, because also Declan is going to be one of the names being mentioned internally for a new deserved contract. Listen, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised that we're renewing Declan Rice's contract. At the current moment, Declan's got 3 years on his contract. He's on 240,000 a week. So is this new contract going to get him at 300,000 plus? I don't know. Declan is a good player. Listen, he's a very good player for us. He's very pivotal to the way that we set up our set pieces. I can't lie. In terms of set pieces at this current moment in world football, I don't really see anybody that's performing at his level. A DM that's very good at winning back the ball. And Declan's obviously thriving and pushing on from the free kicks that he scored against Real Madrid a year ago. So, listen, 300k for DM, 300k a week. It's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money, but some of the wages that we put some of these players on, don't get me wrong. Listen, Declan, he's a top player. Does he deserve to be on 300k? I mean, that's what his new deal is going to bump him up to. He's on 240 at this current moment in time. But it is what it is. He's pivotal to the way that we play. We're very reliant on set pieces, and Declan is pivotal. So I don't really think we've got much choice but to give him the money that he wants. He's in great form at the moment, putting in some really, really good performances. And I'm happy that the club is, getting these contracts over the line. I'm very impressed with Berta, not just by the summer, but the way he's tying down a lot of players. All that talks around Saliba going to Real Madrid. He just got Saliba to sign a new contract. You know what I mean? Before clubs come in for Gabriel, he's tied already Gabriel down. And we see Gabriel's having an amazing season this season again and doing his bit. So it's nothing but praise when it comes to Berta. And it's nice to have somebody that, knows how to get the job done. Unlike, the previous Edu, that these kind of talks, contract extensions and stuff would have been an issue, or having the summer that we had. So nothing but props to Berta. I know we've got the new guy coming in, the head scout, Michelli as well. Hopefully he can help and bring in some more quality players as well. I expect Declan to sign a new contract. I think he looks very happy at Arsenal. I don't see him wanting to leave anytime soon, in my opinion. He seems to like the responsibility, playing week in, week out. The team heavily rely on him. you know, scores the odd couple of goals, always assisting Gabriel in set pieces. I don't really see him really wanting to leave. And yeah, Declan, you know what I mean? Listen, the contract renewal is deserved based on performances. It is deserved. Declan does deserve a new contract. And yeah, it's good for Declan, good for Arsenal as well, tying down our assets. I remember once upon a time, not that long ago, where we had to rip up contracts. When we ripped up Tomiyasu's contract, I was thinking, damn, what, are we going back to those days of ripping up contracts again? Looks like we're not. Tomiyasu seems to be a separate situation because of injuries, and we're getting our most important players tied down to new contracts. So this is all really good, what's going on behind the scenes in terms of bringing players in and contracts being renewed. So nothing but praise for Berta, and big up Arsenal for you know, sorting these contracts out. Obviously, Declan is still yet to sign the contract and everything to be finalized, but the club's moving in the right direction in that area in terms of contracts and tying down our best assets. The next player, Timber, is on 90k a week with 3 years left at Arsenal. It's mad, you know. Calafiori's on more money than Urian Timber, you know. Moreno's on more money than Urian Timber. Ben White is on more money than Urian Timber. You know, Ben White's on 150,000. Timber's on 90,000. Moreno's on 130. Calafiori's on 120. So I'm sure the club are looking at it thinking, well, you know, Timber's probably been our most consistent defender up there with Gabriel, but he's been excellent. Hasn't put a foot wrong. He's been great since he come to Arsenal, playing on the left-hand side of our defense, and now playing on the right-hand side and keeping Ben White out of the team. But Ben White that used to be very consistent and hold down that right-hand side. Timber's been really, really good. So they're probably looking at it thinking they got to, on the next deal, at least match him to the same money as Ben White due to the performances and the way that he's playing. You know, Ben White's on 60 grand more a week than Timber. Obviously, Timber's been here less time, but I'm sure they're looking at that thinking, you know, to tie Timber down and make sure, you know, he's happy. 90,000 a week, he's gonna have to have a bump in pay. If he gets put on the same money as Ben White, it is what it is. If we're smart about it, you know, maybe we'll put it a little bit less. But I can see where Timber's team would probably say, "Yo, I'm performing better than Ben White. Why is he on 150 and I'm on 90? You know, I want same money or more." So it is what it is. You know what I mean? To tie down your best players, you got to put them on good wages. And at the end of the day, we give some of these players a big payday very early on in their career. I mean, Calafiori's just come and he's already on 120. You know, Timber's on 90. He's probably looking and thinking, well, you know, I'm a better player than Calafiori. How's Calafiori on 120? You know, so it's going to have to be within the range of 120, 150 between Calafiori's wages and Ben White's wages, because he's like, yo, I perform week in, week out. And Timber deserves it. He's been excellent going forward defensively. Most players struggle to get past him. Do you know what I mean? Consistent. That he's a very, very, very good right back. Very consistent. Very good at winning his duels. And yeah, nothing but praise for Timber. He's another one that deserves nothing but praise due to the way that we're playing, and is a nailed-on starter in the team lineup. Nailed on. You know, Timber's played really, really well. And another one that is well deserved, his contract extension. I see Berta's already like, you know, we need to tie down these assets because they're great players and we have to tie them down. So nothing but praise when it comes to Timber. And yeah, he's going to get a bumper pay as well. Arsenal in talks to renew his contract as well. And looks like Timber will get another contract extension at Arsenal. And the final one is one actually that's been in talks for a while now, which is Bukayo Saka, who's on £195,000 a week. He's got 2 years left on his contract. I expect Saka to sign. I think Saka loves the fact that he's a fan favourite. He's loved here at Arsenal. A lot of the times as well, let's be honest. Let's just be honest. When he has a bad game, this fan base don't really call him out. He's very loved. He always gets a pass, even if he doesn't perform well. And I think ultimately, I just see him very happy at Arsenal. So I feel like Saka's going to sign a new contract as well. When you're looking at Saka's wages, listen, hopefully he can get back to the Saka of old. You know, Saka does deserve a contract extension just for the fact that, you know, in terms of scoring goals, he's been carrying this club for a long time. Let's be honest. A lot of pressure and expectations been put on Saka, and most of the time he's delivered. You know, as a team, we haven't delivered a major honor, but most of the time Saka's delivered. So he deserves a contract renewal, even though he's not having the greatest start to the season since he's come back with an injury. But at the same time, he does need to step up his performances as well. But, you know, I think with time, you know what I mean? I like Saka, and hopefully that can improve. But obviously the club are looking to extend his contract at this current moment. He's on £195,000 a week. Declan Rice is on more with 240 a week. Odegaard is on more with 240 a week. Saliba's on more with 250. Gabriel Jesus is on 265. And Kai Havertz is on 280. So this is the thing. You know, Saka's probably going to be looking there and saying, you know, how is Odegaard on more money than me? You know, how is Jesus, a player that doesn't even start, on 265? How is Kai Havertz on 280? So I think from 295 he's going to want at least, you know, at least 270, 280 plus, you know, because his team's going to look and say, well, Saka's more valuable to the club and he's a better player than Jesus. So if Jesus is on 265, Saka should be on that or more. You know, if they're looking at Kai Havertz, well, Kai Havertz is now being bet. Well, we'll see if he's going to be benched, but Kai Havertz has been replaced in the first team for Victor Gyökeres. Has Kai Havertz done enough as much as Saka's done for Arsenal? You know, so Saka's probably going to want to at 280. You know what I mean? Maybe even pushing 300. You know what I mean? Just based on our salary. I'm not saying that this is the wages these players should be on. This is just based on the way that we've done our wage structure. That Saka's got an argument to say, how is Odegaard on 240, Jesus on 265, and Havertz on 280? And yet, I score more goals than these guys. I'm a bigger asset to this team. Do you know what I mean? And I've been performing at this team for longer. So, yeah, man, it's one of them ones, bro. It's one of them ones. And I think Arsenal are in a position where, yeah, they're going to have to, if there's one, they're going to have to bend to what he demands is Saka. I think if this club lose Saka with the love fest for Saka in this fan base, they're going to lose a lot of people that believe in this project or this process or whatever you want to call it. So Saka's the one that's got the most power in this whole team. I've always said this. He's got the most power. He can demand whatever he wants. They'll pay it. They'll pay it. Just due to the clout he's got with the fan base. If Saka wants 300k, Arsenal will just nod and say yes. I don't think that this is right, but this is what I believe the club's going to do. They're not going to challenge Saka. Because if Saka's not on side, boy, it's going to be long for them. It's going to be long for them. Because that's Starboy. You know what I mean? So they're going to have to give Starboy what he wants. And Starboy ain't going to want to have, you know, next contract be earning less than Gabriel Jesus or Kai Havertz. So it's one of them ones. Like I said, all three of these players, Rice, Timber, Saka, all of them deserve a new contract. I'm very happy that they're all were in talks to re-sign their new contracts. Big up to Berta. Big up to Arsenal in the way that they're dealing with contracts these days and the way that they're dealing with tying our best assets down. I will always give the club props where props is due. And this is something that I've called for a long time. And I'm happy that it's, you know, happening now. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about Rice, Timber, or Saka having a new contract, about Arsenal's wage structure, about, you know, all these players getting new bumper deals. What's your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. We're en route to 20k. We're on 19.6 at the moment. So we've just gone up. And yeah, big up to everyone that's locked in and supporting the channel, man. And I'm out. Love.